Hi, good afternoon. I'm Richard Urban. I'm the co-founder of Urban Grocery, and today I'm going to show you how to map the aisles in the store where you're shopping for groceries. This is one of the first things you'll want to do. That means you'll not want to go through the store at random, but one of the beauties of the Urban Grocery delivery system is that you can go through the store in the proper order and save a lot of time. So, first of all, if your store has a little store map, say like this one, hope you can see that. Yeah, there you go. A store map, then get that. If not, you can just draw one yourself and then decide how you want to go through the store. You'll see on here there's some arrows. Decide. Generally, you're going to want to go through the dry goods first, produce next, refrigerated such as meats and dairy next, frozen last. Then the next step is to assign aisles. So here I've blown up this chart bigger and assign aisles to the chart. Now, when I say aisle in a store, aisle 1 has two sides, but in our system, an aisle is just one side. So you'll always know exactly where you'll be going, and then you can have up to 9 sequence numbers on the aisle. A sequence number means, as it says, the order on that particular side of the aisle, like 1, 2, 3, 4. For most stores, 4 is enough sequence numbers. For instance, starting always with 1 in the front of the store and moving toward the back of the store to keep things clear. Then finally, you'll want to mark where the items are, such as cereal, coffee, tea, donuts, everything. So then you'll mark your chart like this. Go in the store and actually mark the chart. Okay, you've got everything marked now? Great. So let's move into the system and see how we actually set the aisle numbers in the system. Hi there. So now that you've got your map, store map, drawn, you've been through the store, you wrote down where everything is, let's go in the system and set the aisle numbers. So go to product maintenance. Here we're using a mobile device, but it looks similar on a desktop too. I'm on a Chromebook. Go to change product values, and then look at your aisle list as to where the items are. So for instance, we see that cereal, breakfast cereal, is on aisle 01 sequence 2. So you can just start typing here, brec. Now I'm just doing an example. Actually, it's ready to eat cereal breakfast. You would just start at the beginning and work through this list. If you don't know where something is, you could fill it in later. So ready to eat cereal, then you put the aisle here. Always use 2 digits. Don't put 1, but put 01. That'll get you in the proper sequence. Then the department will be filled in automatically. So you only really need the category and section. And then the sequence, if any, 2. Then click on Change Aisle. Now all the ready-to-eat cereal is on aisle 01 too. Then you could go, if you're working down the list, you could go, to the next item, for instance. So, for instance, we have pita bread, bakery, and store, if that applies. It may not in your case. Pizza sauce meals. So, in this case, let's say that is on aisle 8, sequence 3, change aisle. And just work through your list. It's easiest usually to just go through the categories alphabetically so you don't miss them. That's not what we did right here. But let's say you were doing like that. Then you would just go to, say, peanut butter. So that's, in this case, on aisle 01 again. Oops, sorry. That's actually on aisle, not 01, 02. And then sequence is 1. So we set the peanut butter, and that's done. So all peanut butter items are now assigned to the proper aisle. Then go to the next item. So it's peanut butter, We can see it's still highlighted here. Pairs. So that's a produce section. Okay. So pairs, in this case, are on aisle 43, sequence 3. Okay, that's done. And so on. Let's do one more. And I think you've got the idea here. Pairs. And then peas. Well, that's also a produce item. So then that's going to be on aisle 43, 2. And so on. Okay. So if we'd like to check that, we could go back to the product listing and we'll see that those aisles have been set to the right aisle. So now if we were to look, for instance, for ready-to-eat cereal, ready-to-eat cereal breakfast, and let's just show tag 1 active. We're using tag 1 here. Usually that's what you'll be using in your store. Unless you provide a list of all UPC codes, you'll be using tag 1. Let's do a search. Okay, so ready-to-eat cereals, as we can see here, are on aisle 1. They're all on here on aisle 1. So we can see that clearly they're on aisle 1 here. Aisle 1, sequence 2, which is what they're supposed to be. So just go through your list and set everything, and you can clean up anything that's left over after you're done. So first make your store map, then go through the list alphabetically using the screen that we just showed you, which is here. On product maintenance, change product value, and put the category, the aisle, and sequence. That's it. I hope you enjoyed this screencast. Have fun setting up your aisle list, and we'll see you for the next screencast. Okay, thank you very much.